AP is back in the House, the White House, if you will, for events and for covering news, as the court has ruled that their ban is unlawful. Let's go to the robot editor and tell you exactly how things went down. A federal judge ordered the White House to restore full press credentials to the Associated Press, the AP, as we'll say going forward, ruling that the administration's exclusion of AP journalists from presidential events was unconstitutional. U.S. District Judge Trevor N. McFadden stated that the government's action violated the First Amendment by discriminating against AP based on its editorial decisions. What was the editorial decision? Well, AP decided not to go with Donald Trump's renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America because they are a global news service, and just because America wants to call it this, and actually America doesn't, we particularly don't really care, the rest of the world knows it as Gulf of Mexico, and they don't want to change their maps. In that response, the White House first barred the AP from the Air Force One events, and then essentially kicked them out of the White House particularly, just got rid of them altogether. Judge McFadden said, nah, free speech, they get a chance to cover it. Just because you want to call something something and no one else wants to call it that same thing doesn't mean that you can kick out these particular people for their point of views, which is the whole point of journalism in a sense. The spokesperson for AP, being Lauren Easton, welcomed the ruling, stating it reaffirms the fundamental right of the press to operate without government retaliation. The White House has been given a week to respond or appeal the decision. So their chairs have not been returned yet. Trump administration will fight this, of course, because they fight everything. But we'll see how this plays out going forward, as AP should be returning to the actual events officially for covering the White House and not having to ask Caitlin Collins when he comes out the door, hey, what did he say in there? Even though they're trying to freeze her out as well.